Another day. On my screen, like silent.
Then, now.
Alright. What I'm gonna do is the showcase mode that I wanna do. The showcase mode that this is pretty much me just playing the showcase mode, so rock with me. Here we go. Starting from the very beginning. Right, here we go. First match we have to go against is
in a family that specialized in brute force over the years. Perhaps no one better personified this than Rodney Anawai, nephew to the Wild Samoans, better known to the WWE Universe as the mighty Yokozuna. The family's first world heavyweight champion, Yokozuna arrived to WWE in the fall of 1992. An imposing behemoth, to say the least, Yokozuna would make an immediate statement, winning the 1993 Royal Rumble just a few months after his debut. This victory would grant him a WWE Championship match at WrestleMania 9, where he took on Bret the Hitman Hart. This meteoric rise to the top was only a hint of the dominance Yokozuna would have on WWE for the next year. 2 WWE championships, a
so damn small,
Tag
bro.
Team Championship, victory over the era's titans like Bret Hart, Undertaker, Lex Luger, and Hulk Hogan.
Yokozuna is my middle name. I'm named after my uncle. I carry it with like so much pride and weight on my shoulders just because of like what he's done for this business and like who he is as a person too. It's a cool middle name to have, man. I represent it with the pride, man, that I have. Hopefully, man, I'm making him proud by doing it.
The manner in which Yokozuna melded incredible size with unspeakable agility shocked the WWE Universe, who to that point were used to their monsters hitting hard but moving slow. Yokozuna broke the mold, punishing opponents with super kicks, uranagis, leg drops, and of course, his devastating banzai drop. A maneuver so effective that once it had connected, nobody kicked out of it. Nobody.
Rodney was a very unique talent. I think the way he was able to handle all the pressure, it was kind of parallel to how he was in the ring. For someone to be so big and to be so nimble, you just don't see that very often. Rodney was one of those first solo guys, singles competitor guys that was able to go out there and really just make waves, make a big splash. I mean, pun intended, I guess. You know, that fool jumped in the pool, he'd knock out all the water, and that's the way it felt sometimes. He would go into those arenas and just suck in all the energy and be able to give it back. So when I look at Rodney, I see someone very similar to me, someone who understands the top, the very, very top of the game, the top position, and everything that goes along with it.
In a career filled with so many highlight reel moments, perhaps nothing stands out more than when Yokozuna faced and defeated the so-called immortal Hulk Hogan at the first King of the Ring event in 1993. Looking to humiliate Hogan after the Hulkster stole Yokozuna's WWE Championship only 2 minutes after Yokozuna defeated Bret Hart for the title months earlier at WrestleMania 9, Yokozuna entered the ring totally focused on the task at hand. And on that night, he not only got revenge, but his victory would send Hogan packing from WWE for nearly 9 years.
Hulk Hogan is finished.
Many felt that Yokozuna had indeed killed Hulkamania. Now you get to possess the power of the mighty Yokozuna and deal out punishment to Hulk Hogan to walk out of the King of the Ring, a two-time WWE champion. Showcase the ability and the agility that made Yokozuna a Hall of Fame performer and take Hulkamania down. Banzai.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is an event of international magnitude. Photographers from around the world as they are documenting Yokozuna's every move. Coming down the aisle with Mr. Fuji is the champ from Polynesian Islands, weighing 550 pounds, Yokozuna! One thing, Corey, he's 550 pounds, bigger than he's ever been. And I understand Hulk Hogan trimmed down so he can have more speed, more endurance. But I'll tell you something, Hogan's got to take him out early. This is going to answer a lot of unanswered questions from WrestleMania 9. A lot of pressure on the president of WWE for what he did. But this is Yokozuna versus Hulk Hogan. Let the winner be the winner. One thing's for sure, Hogan will be quicker. He will be faster than he's ever been in any previous title defense. Well, this is going to be interesting because he's wrestling a fresh Yokozuna this time. Not a man who's already wrestled a 15-minute match with Bret the Hitman Hart. Oh, Hogan and Yokozuna's last match lasted less than 30 seconds when Hogan won the title at WrestleMania. Well, I can tell you, this match will go much longer. Yokozuna will not be caught by surprise this time. Listen to this! What a phenomenal ovation for the WWE Champion! His opponent, coming down the aisle with his manager, the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, from Venice Beach, California, weighing in 302 pounds, the WWE Champion, Hulk Hogan! You can feel this facility shake, literally moving. The rafters shaking with the ovation of the WWE Champion Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan thrives on these people. He thrives on the Hulksters, the little Hulksters. This is what keeps this man going. Hulk Hogan's relying on the fans. He wants to hear them cheer. He wants to draw strength from them. But Yokozuna's focused. He has not taken his eyes off Hulk Hogan. He is ready, believe me. The Hulks are ready for a war, and you can bet, ladies and gentlemen, it will be warfare here. Well, he's been saying for weeks that he is going to be the first man to slam Yokozuna. Oh, nobody slams Yokozuna. Well, we'll see. Hulk Hogan wanted to prove it was not a fluke that he beat Yokozuna. And now, we're going to find out if it was a fluke or not. The energy in this arena is palpable. These competitors know exactly what's on the line. Michael Cole emanating from King of the Ring 1993 alongside Corey Graves and Byron Saxton, where Yokozuna hopes to regain the WWE Championship he lost in record time to Hulk Hogan. Both men coming in with so much to prove. Hogan wants to prove his controversial WrestleMania win was no fluke. And he's also promised to finally slam the 550-pound giant right through the ring. Yokozuna wants to erase the memory of his initial title reign that lasted mere seconds. He knows that a fresh Yokozuna can beat a fresh Hulk Hogan, and tonight is the chance to prove it. Just punishing the leg. Still so much more action to come after this amazing matchup. Of course, we have the King of the Ring finals later, but before then, there will be an 8-man tag team match with the Steiner brothers and the Headshrinkers on opposite sides. You want to talk about unfinished business from WrestleMania? Those two teams went to war back in Vegas, and I expect even more hard hits here tonight.
We know the sold-out crowd here in Dayton is firmly behind the Hulkster. Hogan is relying on the fans. He wants to hear them cheer. He wants to draw strength from all of them.
But Yokozuna is completely focused. He has not taken his eyes off Hogan since the bell rang. He is ready. Believe me, just a relentless assault from Yokozuna. Yokozuna making Hogan regret wanting this match. I love it. Back into the ring here. Ooh, he fends that off. You know, Hogan slimming down may have an adverse side effect. Yokozuna can wrench those holds in around the Hulkster's waist now.
Well, the waist and chest may be a little bit smaller, Corey, but you better believe that 24-inch pythons have not changed shape whatsoever.
And those,
oh no, fair hug of pride. This just within reach of the ropes and forcing the submission ahead.
and Hogan falling victim to a slew of offense.
Yokozuna taking the fight to Hulk Hogan. The Hulkster's rocked.
Yoko now, belly-to-belly slam. That's got to be the end of Hulkamania. Jimmy Hart trying to rally. And a kick out by Hogan with authority.
Hulk Hogan's not done yet. Hulk Hogan is coming alive.
Yokozuna back to his feet. Big chop to Hogan. And Hogan's starting to hulk up here.
How many times have we seen this over the years?
These massive strikes from Yokozuna having absolutely no effect on Hogan. Hogan fired up. Hogan's ready to go.
Hogan feeding off the energy of all the Hulkamaniacs.
And here comes Hulk. And Yokozuna being backed up to the ropes. Big boot.
I can't believe Yokozuna's still standing.
Hogan continuing to pour on the offense. A second big boot, but Yoko still on his feet.
Don't let up, Hulkster. Keep swinging, keep firing away.
That boot, Yoko staggering, he's down.
Drop the leg, Hogan. Drop the leg.
Hogan, leg drop. Here's the cover on Yoko. Who kicked out the leg drop?
What? Get Mr. Fuji out of there. Hogan feeding off the energy. Whoa, wait a minute. What is that photographer doing on the apron?
There's a match going on. What the heck? What was that?
What in the world just happened here?
Yokozuna. Yeah, Yokozuna is executing his game plan. Yokozuna demonstrating his full power. Shoulders down. Championship on the line. No, stops the count at 2. How? What a counter by Hogan.
Hogan showing how much punishment he can withstand before getting his own offense in.
But will that prove to be the chance he needs in this match? Knee finds the abdomen. An overbearing assault on Hogan now.
Hulkster's in a disheartening position.
Fist directly to the gut.
And that might be the start of the momentum swing he needed.
Good chance for Hogan to gain his wits about. And gentlemen, Yokozuna may be but one move away from ending Hulkamania.
The camera lights are flashing. Yokozuna is so close to regaining the title.
Big shot. Dragging his opponent out of the corner and a thunderous headbutt from Yoko.
It is only going to get worse for the opponent of Yokozuna. From the middle rope. The challenger clearing a path to the title.
Oh, kicks out.
What a display of stamina. The champ showing they're truly worthy of this title. But things might only get harder from here.
And Yokozuna is just stunned. How in the world can someone get a shoulder up when a 600-pound man is on top of you? Uh-oh, look at what are they going to do? Oh, right to the face.
Right to the back of the neck.
And again.
Enough. Double axe handle. Oof. Hogan looking to end this. Drops away. Perfect execution by the champion.
2. Oh, he gets the shoulder up before 3.
And look at the disbelief on the face of the champion.
They both know what's at stake. Neither competitor is going to lose easy here.
Oh, no. We've seen this before. The WWE Universe is on its feet. Hogan is hulking up. A series of right hands, and here we go. The big boot. And the leg drop from Hogan.
Quite the battle brewing here between Hogan and Yokozuna.
This is exactly what the crowd wanted to see back at WrestleMania.
Counters with a brutal answer. Hooked up.
This has to be it.
2. No, the champ holds on.
I didn't think we'd see a kick out there.
Ah, claw to the face. Ripping at the eyes. German suplex.
He's in a very bad spot. Totally out of it.
Yokozuna gets reversed.
That's how you establish dominance. Hulk Hogan, Yokozuna, two giants who will not stay down. And they are fighting for the greatest prize in our sport.
Is still going on, defies all reasoning.
Has him in the corner. Yokozuna in full control.
Hope the ropes hold up.
Oh, bonsai drop. The challenger comes up big.
2. The champ kicks out at 2.
That was a matter of a fraction of a second.
And absolutely no idea how that didn't work out in Yokozuna's favor. You can tell he's shocked too. Picked up and being carried around now.
Face first.
Momentum is really on Yokozuna's side.
Yokozuna is absolutely unloading here. Hogan managing to get some control back now. Hogan weathered the storm and wants to create a flurry of his own. Boom! Perfectly timed with the knees. Yes, press! That one opened up Yokozuna.
Feed off the W.
Got the cover. Looking to hang on to the title.
No! Title still hangs in the balance.
I am shaking my head in disbelief over destruction on the mind from the middle row. That might have just sealed the deal on us having a new champ.
2 count.
We knew it was not going to be an easy task to put the champion away, and that's being proven right now.
More like the champion's proving that sooner parents than lose their title. And Yokozuna is just stuck.
No signs of either combatant backing down.
The fight is on. It is furious. Nothing pretty here. Just good old-fashioned fisticuffs.
This is a war of attrition with neither superstar wanting to be the one who surrenders. Two fighters putting their haymakers on autopilot right now.
Right to the throat. Yokozuna is indeed the new WWE Champion. We may have just witnessed the end of Hulkamania, gentlemen.
There's no may about it, Cole. Yokozuna just conquered Hogan, and every newspaper in Japan is going to be filled with pictures of our new WWE Champion. Here in the heartland of America, the heart of Hulkamania has just stopped beating. Hulk Hogan is finished.
Our next chapter sees the showcase spotlight shine on an area in which the family built their legacy: tag team wrestling. Starting with the wild Samoans, Afa and Sika, all the way through to more recent champions like the Usos or Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa. This dynasty has always excelled in tag team competition, consistently showing an ability to dominate the division with a wide variety of looks. And the first team that we will look at, accompanied to the ring by Afa himself.
Fatu and Samu, the Head Shrinkers.
They put the fear in people's hearts. That's what the head shrinkers did back in the day. Second to none in that ring. You know, hard-nosed, battle-tested. They went for it every single night.
More astute fans may also know that early in their journeys, Samu and Fatu were managed by me, Paul Heyman, then known as Paul E. Dangerously, and the SST, the Samoan SWAT team.
The Samoan SWAT team is here. Vengeance is mine.
Already an imposing force that early on, their future greatness was obvious to so many industry experts. Afa, more than anybody, knew he had the team on his hands, with Samu being his son and Fatu his nephew. The tribal elder was able to mentor both, instilling in them the same unrelenting approach to competition that made the wild Samoans world famous. The team toured through regional promotions before a quick stop with me in WCW, but WWE was always their goal. Upon arrival, it was clear that the dynasty's next generation had indeed arrived, immediately drawing comparisons to their world-renowned predecessors. 10 years before it became cool to say, Samu and Fatu displayed ruthless aggression in the ring, overwhelming opponents before the bell and continuing the non-stop attack until their hands were raised in victory. Deceptively agile for men of their size, they brutalized the opposition with devastating dives from the top rope. The duo would eventually go on to capture the WWE Tag Team Championships in the spring of 1994, fulfilling the promise and carrying the legacy to even greater heights. At WrestleMania 9, the Head Shrinkers' one and only in-ring WrestleMania appearance saw them taking on Rick and Scott, the Steiner brothers.
Be prepared, Steiner brothers. We're gonna give you a pain that you have never felt before.
While I'm not one to make excuses, I am one to give opportunities to you, our expert gaming member of the WWE Universe. And so, today, you have the opportunity to make things right. WrestleMania 9, Las Vegas, Nevada. The Steiners performed at a near-perfect level that day, able to find every reversal and in the chaos emerge victorious. We are asking you to fix that. Stop them in their tracks and get the Head Shrinkers that WrestleMania victory you and I both know they deserve. But if you're not careful, you're going to find yourself reliving the very same memories that have haunted Samu and Fatu for years. Steiner lines, suplexes, Frankensteiners that will all bring your evening to a vicious, miserable end.
One of the toughest teams in WWE history.
Nearly 600 pounds of pure savagery.
Is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, accompanied by Alpha at a combined weight of 565 pounds. Samu and Fatu, the Head Shrinkers.
Fair warning, this one may not be too pretty, guys.
You talk about rugged individuals. These are two tag teams that can really bring the fight to anyone that steps in their path.
Yeah, there's about to be a seismic collision in the ring.
This match means so much to the Steiners and to the Head Shrinkers.
Well, the whole world is focusing on WrestleMania 9, and the last thing you want to do is come up on the short end.
Pride is on the line, and as is a stake to the claim of being the toughest team in all of WWE.
The Steiner brothers getting a tremendous ovation here in their first WrestleMania, and we'll see if they can carry on Michigan's winning ways.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 531 pounds, Rick and Scott, the Steiner brothers.
The Steiner brothers are one of the most promising tag teams we've ever seen in WWE.
But Samu and Fatu are looking to stomp out any of that promise right here at WrestleMania.
Let me warn the WWE Universe right now. This is going to be a brutal match. Just two heavy-hitting tag teams going at it. Physical, smash-mouth wrestling. And like Saxton said, it won't be pretty at all.
WrestleMania 9 rolling on with a potential show-stealing match, guys. Two very hungry tag teams facing off.
Indeed, Michael, the Head
And here we go. The Boston Crab.
Look at the back.
Boston Crab, no more. Boom. WrestleMania 9 shaping up to be a big night in the tag division, guys.
Indeed it is, Michael. Two great young teams competing now. And later tonight, None other than Hulk Hogan will lead the Megamaniacs against Money Inc. for the tag team titles.
Oddsmakers in Nevada have the smart money on Hulk Hogan leaving Vegas with the gold tonight.
I've seen Samu and Fatu headbutt each other during matches. If they do that to their own flesh and blood, who knows what they'll do to the Steiners?
It's just a byproduct of the brutal take-no-prisoners offense of the Head Shrinkers, Byron. These guys will bite, scratch, and claw their way to a win. Rulebook be damned. Taking flight. Oh, strong impact.
All that size and momentum landing with a sickening thud.
Put in the corner now.
Boom, what a right. The Head Shrinkers accompanied to ringside by Alpha, but he's not the only tag team legend serving in a managerial role tonight.
That's right, Michael. Just like Alpha, Mr. Fuji earned many WWE tag titles as a wrestler. But now, he's hoping to lead Yokozuna to the WWE Championship.
And looking at all the top young talent in this ring, I see many other main event stars of the future that could follow the lineage of Yoko.
Turns it into a pin attempt.
Wow.
Suplex attempt. Able to go behind, though.
Escapes and a chop block takes him down.
The whole world is focused on WrestleMania 9 tonight. The last thing you want to do is come out on the wrong side of a match like this.
That's right. A big win at WrestleMania means a big boost in the tag division and a substantial winner's purse.
I don't think the Head Shrinkers concern themselves much with the financial matters, Saxton, but they are dead set on proving they're the toughest dudes around. A masterful display of defense from both wrestlers.
Clothesline! What impact! Set up in the corner of the ring.
High level ability being shown with each of these counters.
Headbutt. Samu and Fatu already some success in the tag division tonight. Could really be their coming out party.
Well, they certainly have a tradition to uphold, Cole. The man in their corner, Alpha, has held the WWE tag titles on 3 occasions, and he's primed to bring the Head Shrinkers to the top as well. Battle of counters. No one's getting their full offense in. Boom, running STO plants him.
Nicely done.
Caught that and reversed it.
He avoids the contact. Samu sensed that was coming.
Single arm back body drop. That takes power. A quick reversal by Samu.
The Head Shrinkers and Steiners are two of the brightest young teams in WWE. But they both come to this match with a few years of experience in WCW.
The Steiner brothers earned many tag accolades in WCW, but Rick and Scott have their share of singles titles too.
Meanwhile, Samu and Fatu were never quite able to break through before WWE. You know that has to serve as motivation for the Head Shrinkers tonight.
And he stonewalls Samu.
Propped up in the corner.
Counters to gain the advantage. Clothesline. Good Lord. So effective. Another targeted attack to his head and neck area. He has to be careful.
And we are really seeing the amazing skill sets of all 4 men in this tag team showcase.
We already knew about the brawling of the Head Shrinkers and the grappling of the Steiners, but men as big as these 4 behemoths should not be able to fly.
This is it. He could put him away right here.
Keeps his team in this one.
Effective dodge there.
Boom, running STO plants him.
Nicely done.
Oof, ouch.
A bit of provocation from Samu.
Clothesline. Before this match began, you heard the Steiners speak backstage. Scott saying, quote, "Me and my brother
has their opponent down.
Camel clutch locked in, agonizing submission hold.
He's
got to find a way out of the camel clutch. That'll do it.
ricocheting off the turnbuckles. Oh, sent straight into the corner hard.
Whipped into the corner with tremendous force. Elbow drop. As we find ourselves surrounded by all this pageantry, do you think either of these teams is feeling the pressure of their first WrestleMania?
I can tell you that Samu and Fatu truly did not care. Alpha has turned these men into brutal fighters who simply want to destroy their opponents no matter where the fight takes place. And as for the Steiners, we know they have big match experience, tons of amateur championship bouts in college, and some of WCW's biggest events. But even those can't hold a candle to the spectacle of WrestleMania.
Tremendous impact. Skull-crushing headbutt. Oh, I think the ring just moved.
Ooh, just bouncing off the turnbuckle.
Now trampling the opposition. In off the tag here. Steiner gets out of there. The adrenaline is pumping.
Tag's made. Steiner's looking to put their opponent away. Heading up now to the top rope. Here comes the classic move. The Steinerizer connects.
Big move from the Steiner.
Scott covers. Shoulders down.
And a win for the Steiner brothers.
Here are your winners, Rick and Scott, the Steiner.
Hey, let's put this in the simplest of all terms. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is the biggest celebrity on the face of the planet today. Now, whether he's a blue chipper, the people's champion, or as we know him right now, the final boss, The Rock has always commanded all of the attention in the arena.
And here comes the #1 contender, at least for tonight, Rocky Maivia.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Making his way to the ring is the challenger from the South Pacific, weighing in at 275 pounds, Rocky Maivia.
A blue chip talent with a bright future.
On his way to defend the Intercontinental Championship, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
His opponent from Greenwich, Connecticut, weighing in at 246 pounds, the WWE Intercontinental Champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Helmsley is scheduled to face another challenger at an upcoming show this Sunday, and he's taking the risk, stepping in here against the newcomer, Rocky Maivia.
Well, you can consider it risky, you can consider it overconfident, but any way you look at it, it's a dangerous move by Helmsley to take on an athlete who has been on a real roll. Rocky Maivia has been successful thus far in WWE, and Rocky is focused. Rocky is only thinking about tonight.
Saxton, just curious, have you ever exercised your right to remain silent? I am tired of all this talk about Rocky Maivia. Yeah, he's been on a roll, but it could all come to a screeching halt tonight at the hands of Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Looking at the champion, I guarantee there is no doubt in their mind as to who is leaving this match with the title around their waist.
The Intercontinental title hangs in the balance. Tonight in a match between our fine champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, and the young challenger, Rocky Maivia.
Rocky Maivia has a lot to prove here. The third-generation up-and-comer would love nothing more than to grab his first championship tonight and send a message to the WWE that Rocky Maivia has arrived.
But Hunter Hearst Helmsley will do everything in his considerable power to stop that from happening. As far as Helmsley is concerned, Maivia is barely even worth his time.
Belly to belly!
And Byron, Rocky has tremendous exuberance, tremendous youth. He's going to be a star for a long time.
I think Rocky Maivia shows more promise than any other wrestlers I've seen come into WWE. You talk about second-generation wrestlers, but with Rocky, you're talking about 3 generations. This guy is going to be phenomenal. Helmsley timed that just right.
A face-buster knee smash.
That looks painful. And he avoids what was coming.
Float over, into a DDT.
Fight.
Running power slam. And we know Rocky doesn't have the same experience as Helmsley, and that could be a developing story as this match progresses.
And this is where an experienced wrestler like Helmsley can take a young wrestler and pick him apart, take advantage, capitalize, and win. He's got to make some moves here or suffer the countout.
Making a timely
Rolled up from behind. This could be it.
and he kicks out quick.
He might just be trying to frustrate his opponent a little with that attempt. Ooh, stiff punch.
And Rocky there not showing any signs of being intimidated.
If Rocky Maivia is going to take down the more polished and experienced Hunter Hearst Helmsley, he's going to have to do it with unrelenting energy. Rocky has to keep coming at the champion with big attacks until Helmsley collapses under the onslaught.
It's a bold strategy that will take everything the young Maivia's got, but you're right. It could be his best path to his first championship win.
Big back body drop. What elevation. Before this match, I was talking to Helmsley, and he said he can beat the snot out of this Maivia kid in less than 10 minutes. In fact, he was showing me on his watch. Did you know he has a timepiece that costs $20,000?
Confident words from Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Not sure how relevant his timepiece is to this match, though, Corey.
It isn't relevant. I just wanted to share an example of how far ahead in the game of life Helmsley is.
Oh, brother.
Brought in the hard way. Wait a minute, setting in. Devastating submission coming.
Fighting to escape, and he gets out of the hole, but some damage was certainly done there. Wards that off. What a response. And conspicuous by his absence is the butler of Hunter Hearst Helmsley, who has been intervening in matches as of late. Who knows if he might show up.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's just another thing Maivia needs to worry about.
Rocky has bigger problems in the...
Submission time.
Dragon sleeper applied. And he has no ropes to reach for. He is not willing to go to sleep yet.
Tossed back into the ring. Up the rope he goes.
From way up.
Diving double axe handle.
Maivia took to the sky and executed that high risk perfectly. I don't think Helmsley had that scouted at all.
And even before the bell rang tonight, I think Hunter Hearst Helmsley has been trying to frustrate Rocky. He's tried to say, hey, young fella, we're going to do things at my pace, not yours.
And right into the pin. Uh-oh. 2 count. He gets the shoulder up at 2.
Very close. Fatigue clearly setting in.
Maivia gets stonewalled.
Ooh, walloped by a huge club.
Suplex.
Target locked in. He knows it's that time.
Maivia with a nice turnaround. Hunter whipped into the corner. Nobody home. Rocky hit hard. And now Hunter looks to take over this match.
Helmsley muscling Maivia up to the top turnbuckle in a big right hand. Helmsley with something big in mind here for his challenger tonight. Well, this is just blatant disrespect from the arrogant champion. Almost daring Rocky, hey, you really want my title? You really think you're going to be Intercontinental Champion?
Up to the top. Hooking Rocky into a superplex. This could be it. Can Hunter capitalize? This could be it. Hook of the leg and a cover, and Rocky stays in it, getting his shoulder up.
Still not enough to put out the flame of Rocky Maivia. Hunter has to be asking himself, what else do I have in my arsenal? And I think we may get our answer, gentlemen.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time, I believe, before this one's over. Hunter hooking Rocky, taking his time, looking to put him away.
But Maivia just collapsed. This just shows you how much damage Hunter Hearst Helmsley has inflicted on the challenger in this matchup.
I think Maivia's done. Official might want to step in, call this one. The official checking on Rocky. Hunter Hearst Helmsley believes this is close to being over. Lifting him back up again. Rocky rolls through. Shoulders down. Rocky wins the title.
Rocky Maivia has shocked Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Here is your winner and the new Intercontinental Champion, Rocky Maivia.
We have a new Intercontinental Champion.
In a family of elite combat athletes and top-tier performers, the final boss has always stood out, even when he was just a blue chipper. But there wouldn't be a final boss, there wouldn't even be a bloodline if it wasn't for The Rock's grandfather, the High Chief Peter Maivia. You can think of him as the first boss, predecessor to the tribal chief.
He is one of, if not the foundation for our family. The Anawa'i Fatu Maivia wrestling dynasty. I don't think there's anybody more responsible for what's going on now than the High Chief himself.
Peter Maivia isn't simply one of the two principals behind the sacred blood bond. He's also an incredibly decorated professional wrestler who traveled the world and won titles everywhere he went. New Zealand, Japan, Europe, and here in the United States, where he enjoyed especially successful runs in Hawaii and California. Maivia would eventually find his way to WWE, engaging in legendary battles with the likes of superstar Billy Graham. His larger-than-life personality would win the WWE Universe over in short order, as it had throughout his entire career. In the ring, High Chief Peter Maivia was a potent blend of brawn and grappling technique, often muscling his opponents down to the mat through a variety of joint locks and then switching to more painful holds once grounded. His sleeper hold and stump puller were both feared and renowned, and make no mistake about it, Maivia knew there was always more than one path to the ultimate victory. Out of the ring, High Chief Peter Maivia also ran one of the most successful wrestling promotions on the planet, Polynesian Pro Wrestling, based out of Hawaii, showing his mastery of the business in every aspect. His induction into WWE's Hall of Fame class of 2008 was supremely deserved, forever enshrining Peter Maivia as the legend he always was. And now, we present to you the opportunity to walk in the boots of the legendary High Chief Peter Maivia, facing off against one of the most legendary WWE rivals, George the Animal Steele. You will settle this score once and forever and showcase the overwhelming strength of Peter Maivia, which has ever since remained as a hallmark for every single solitary member of this bloodline. Steele is no easy battle, though. He thrives in the chaos, one of pro wrestling's true madmen. He'll even try to eat part of the ring if he thinks it'll help him break you down. So do your best and honor High Chief Peter Maivia properly with a resounding victory.
Uh-oh, somebody called the local zoo.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is a steel cage match. Introducing first, from Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 275 pounds, George the Animal Steele.
I'm not even sure the cage can contain this man.
And strolling down the aisle, the opponent of George Steele, Peter Maivia.
Always a chaotic matchup.
His opponent from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 275 pounds, High Chief Peter Maivia.
Steele had better keep an eye on Maivia because Maivia is a true brawler.
Few men can handle the chaos of the animal inside a steel cage, but I believe the High Chief is ready.
Maivia carrying such pride into the ring.
Very stark contrast to Steele.
We'll see which prevails tonight.
High Chief Peter Maivia taking on George the Animal Steele in a steel cage match. Quite a heated history between these two guys.
Yeah, Michael, and I think it's because Maivia is one of the few superstars brave enough to take on the animal. Most of their contests have ended in countouts or disqualifications. Thanks to the cage, we'll get a decisive victory in this one.
Well, that really depends on if a cage can even contain them. The High Chief Peter Maivia really making a name for himself at WWE, but he's had plenty of experience.
To the sky!
Down with the elbow.
Tension is mounting as he eyes his target.
Down on the windpipe.
Gets driven into the corner.
And retaliates with a counter.
Both sides with an answer to every piece of offense.
Oh no, he is in a bad way.
Well, he got busted wide open by that attack.
My goodness, calm down. Freakazoid? Ooh.
Peter Maivia turns that around.
The animal has to be elated to be in this steel cage against one of his biggest rivals, no less.
Yeah, Byron, we've seen the animal brandish a weapon against Peter Maivia before when it was against the rules. The High Chief better be prepared for Steele to get even.
Single leg takedown.
Step.
Trying to get out of a submission, and does.
Jarring European uppercut.
Two very opposing styles in every sense of the word, Corey. High Chief Maivia is a much more physically gifted and talented athlete in the ring than Steele. What's it going to take for the animal to get the upper hand here?
Well, he's got to be even more chaotic than ever inside this cage. Nothing about Steel makes sense to someone as traditional as Maivia. There's never any telling what the animal's going to do in a match, and he needs to keep it that way.
Mistake made by Steel. Peter Maivia very tough, but he also has movie star good looks. Quite the combo.
And it served him well, Michael. In fact, the High Chief has major acting and stunt work credits to his name. And who knows? Maybe we'll see the Maivia name on Hollywood billboards again sometime.
Well, before any of that happens, the High Chief needs to survive this war against the animal.
Peter Maivia is looking unstoppable now.
And you can see Steel is struggling to weather the storm of the High Chief.
Stops the attack with a hit to the gut.
Counter after counter. Neither superstar getting the clear advantage.
He connects with a counter. Oh, man.
Ooh, thunderous headbutt.
George the Animal Steel might be a bit of an underdog here. In fact, he lost the match by countout to the High Chief.
In Steel's defense, I'm not sure he knows how to count exactly or how to read a rule book. So he's got to be happy to be in this cage.
Well, Maivia is called the High Chief in part because of his commanding presence in the ring. He's more than ready for what the animal will throw at him, even inside a cage.
And he has no response for this barrage of offense.
Yeah, Maivia has really figured the animal out here. Oh! Oh, ouch!
Oh, no, trapping the arm.
Makes the cover. Gets the shoulder up instantly.
I can't believe the ref didn't get two here. And a series of vicious stomps.
Gentlemen, we've touched on the differences between Maivia and Steel as competitors. One man based on order, the other on chaos, but it's reflected in their looks, too.
Indeed, Michael. Just look at the sculpted physique of the High Chief. And the tribal tattoos on his body are extremely intricate and definitely eye-catching.
And Steel is, well, he's an ugly creature. Enough hair on his upper torso to classify as fur. Folds in his bald head. He's like a modern-day Neanderthal. Oh. Uh-oh. Headbutt.
What a way to get out of that one. What a counter by Peter Maivia. And what he's looking for here looks like a potential submission maneuver coming.
Escape and a takedown. Ooh!
Steered away there.
Clothesline! Ouch.
Countered with a stiff hit.
Oh, what's coming here? Submission move being applied.
And you can see the arm getting absolutely wrenched here.
Expert strategy coming into play now.
Able to punch his way out.
Oh, saw it coming and got an elbow for their trouble. Oh, that's a chop you don't want to be on the receiving end of. Boom! What a headbutt! And he gets directed into the corner.
Trapped in the corner, unleashing the headbutts, bludgeoning their opponent.
When a man like Peter Maivia signs up for a match with the animal, he doesn't know what to expect, just to expect anything in the world.
Peter Maivia knows full well that he's in for some unusual treatment tonight. In fact, Steel often has trouble finding opponents due to his erratic nature.
But when it comes to competition, the High Chief wants to prove he's worth.
He's got him down to the pin.
Kicks out after one.
Not even letting the ref get to the 2 count. He wastes no time dodging the attack. Going right after the arm and taking down their opponent effectively. Just twisting. Ooh.
And George Steel has the High Chief in dire straits after that move.
Shoulder up, shoulder up.
And you got to think he's just one final blow away from not kicking out next time. Great trouble here. Can he get it fully locked in?
Hammerlock applied. Able to punch his way out. And George is caught.
Oh, man, backbreaker.
And George is laid out.
There's two.
I do not know how they got up from that.
operating on pure instinct. Hold on a second. Could be a matter of time. Submission being locked in.
Targeting the shoulder with the club.
Escape and a takedown. That unraveled on George. Some folks call Peter Maivia the Flying Hawaiian, and the reasons are obvious for that moniker. But guys, how has he earned the other nickname of the High Chief?
Well, Cole, Peter Maivia is very close to the Anawahi family. In fact, Peter's considered a blood brother to the patriarch of that clan.
When you act, looks like this could be the end.
And the High Chief defeats the Animal.
Here is your winner, High Chief Peter Maivia.
Anytime these two have faced off, it's been eye for an eye. But the steel cage has finally delivered a decisive victory for the High Chief, Peter Maivia.
George Steele is one tough animal, but the way Maivia faced him in the cage tonight just reinforced what everyone already knew, that the High Chief is one tough Samoan.
She's not like most girls. She's also not like most WWE superstars. Nia Jax, the reigning queen of the ring, is a reckoning, a force of nature that blitzes right through her competition. A cousin of The Rock, Nia Jax arrived in NXT almost 10 years ago with astronomical expectations. Undaunted, Nia Jax would dominate early opponents, finding herself competing for the NXT Women's Championship mere months after her debut. It did not take long for those running Raw and SmackDown to take notice.
Well, our next pick, Nia Jax.
Lyra Valkyria fancies herself a Morgan, which is an Irish goddess of war. As they were on the battlefield, they used to take the shape of ravens to fly around and decide who would live and who would die. That is what Lyra Valkyria is bringing to the ring here tonight. And it's all come down to this.
This is going to be good.
Without a doubt, one of the greatest Lucha Libre stars in sports entertainment history.
Break out your notepads because we are about to receive a master class in high flying.
The following
He's a total blow. He's moving at super speed.
He is the man called Axiom.
and his opponent, representing Axiom from Madrid, Spain, weighing in at 154 pounds, one half of the NXT Tag Team Champions, Axiom.
Axiom has the speed. Oh, look out. He's not going to wait to get things going. What a cheap shot.
Just leveling the playing field, Cole.
This is horrible.
What awareness seeing Ray coming. We got the bell, and it's going down with Axiom. He's known as the master of motion, and he doesn't consider his height an obstacle, but an asset.
Axiom can launch himself into flight and possesses phenomenal body control. And he also has an incredible pain threshold.
The masked man said he's here to achieve greatness. Watching Axiom's passion to compete and determination to win will make you into a believer.
Then we've got the legendary Rey Mysterio, a true warrior. This is a man who has always remained steadfast in values both in and out of the ring, has always put his family first, and has always worked hard to do what's right.
Some would disagree with that last part, Saxton, given his deadbeat dad designation, but you can't deny the true warrior part.
Top wrist lock applied.
STO takedown. He goes for the quick pin attempt. No trouble kicking out of that one.
You don't get paid by the hour, so nothing wrong with trying to wrap things up. Collar and elbow.
Turns this around to get control of the wrist.
Wrenching away on the arm there.
Pulverizing the arm is a great way to create an advantage. Basically forcing your opponent to fight one-handed. To the arm. Terrible. Nice way to get out of that. Now locks in a hold.
Finding a way out to get the top wrist lock here.
to find a way out and does so into a headlock.
Uh-oh. Flapjack! Way up there. And Axiom just got shaken up bad, and he goes for the pin. Kick out before the 1 count. Still in it. Oh, Ray. Uh-oh.
Face first. What a counter.
Whitlow with a drop kick to the knee. Deliberate attack with intentions of cutting down their base.
Stepped aside, avoiding damage.
Well-executed suplex. Axiom is such a fast and elusive competitor in the ring. Corey, what's the best plan to limit that speed of his?
Simply, you got to take out his legs and focus on his...
Up high. Mysterio with great evasion. A terribly risky move.
Uh-oh, check out.
And he comes in under the ropes now.
A bold decision to go high risk there, but it completely backfired.
Took devastating damage, and that's going to linger for the rest of this match.
And that DDT was well delivered.
The superstar maneuvering their opponent.
Into a Hurricane Rana.
Wow. He's getting back up, but I don't think he's going to like what he finds.
Look at the amazing agility of Rey Mysterio. Great counter into the ropes. Here it comes. 6-1-9. Mysterio from the top.
Springboard front splash. Mysterio turned his lights on.
Oh, finally got him. I can't believe this match is finally over.
Here is your winner, Rey Mysterio!
Axiom takes the loss.
This did not end well for Axiom.
Axiom's got guts. He's got desire. But tonight, he just couldn't hang on.
This is going to be good.
Without a doubt, one of the greatest Lucha Libre stars in sports entertainment history.
Break out your notepads because we are about to receive a master class in high flying.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WCW United States Championship. Making his way to the ring, representing the LWO from San Diego, California, weighing in at 175 pounds, one half of the WWE Tag Team Champions, Rey Mysterio.
One of the all-time greats. Listen to the ovation for the biggest little man in the history of WWE, Rey Mysterio.
You gotta love an underdog story like Rey Mysterio's.
It sounds nice, but I wouldn't know. I've never been an underdog in my life.
The always impressive Sami Zayn.
And his opponent from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 212 pounds, Sami Zayn.
Over the years, we have watched Sami Zayn transform from perennial underdog to a true main event player.
He always had all the tools, but now he is really living up to his potential.
Sami Zayn utilizes a unique style of speed and hard-hitting attacks.
And that style has brought Sami Zayn main events and title reigns, and I predict even more success here tonight.
Intensity on the face of the champion. Challenger in the corner, looking more determined than I've ever seen. We got Sami Zayn in the ring here tonight.
It seems like there's nothing that can keep Sami Zayn down. We've seen Sami push himself to the extreme many, many times, and he always gets back up and comes back for more.
Certainly one of the most resilient superstars we've ever seen, Corey.
There's no doubt in my mind that this United States Championship match will live up to all the hype it generated heading in.
Ooh!
Turns it around and gains control with the wrist lock. Tagged with a punch.
Got out and has now cinched in the hammerlock.
Ooh, sharp elbow. There's the bulldog.
Acrobatics like that take a tremendous amount of cardio and strength.
Oh, look at this. Just cranking the head. That's gotta hurt.
man.
Corey, what do you think is an underrated aspect of Ray's game?
That would have to be his in-ring IQ, Cole. Ray always knows how to get his opponents into the right position. He always knows where he needs to be and when. You can't teach that, and Ray knows it.
Being driven to the ropes here. Good display of power.
Oh! Locks up.
Looking to turn this around, and there it is. Into a headlock.
Getting out nicely to transition into a waistlock.
Slips out of the hold and applies a rear waistlock. Oh! Taking the reins and applying the chin lock.
Jawbreaker.
Round and round into the
Satellite DDT. Byron, you dizzy yet?
That scary look in his eyes, fixated on the opposition.
A heads up.
Whoa! What a landing!
My God! Launched like a ballistic missile.
Showing zero regard for anyone's well-being.
And he gets set back into the ring.
Massive miscalculation on that one.
Oh, stop. And Sammy taking it back after that offense.
Yeah, as Ray is starting to dig deep into that ultimate underdog playbook now.
Nice calf kick. Great elevation. Planning something big here. Oh, my God.
Oh, gosh. That looked like a bad landing.
Boom. Boom. Suicide and completely missed the mark.
Talk about a jumping nothing. A real miscalculation on their part.
Brought back into the ring from the floor now. Oh. Ray had that well scouted. Mysterio.
Basic maneuvering there.
Reaching the ropes and pinfall is broken up. Right on the arm. Boom! Read that one. Right to the knee. A pinpoint kick to the back.
Trying to get up. He has no clue what's in store for him here.
Launching. You gotta be kidding me! Trying to do as much damage as humanly possible.
But at what cost?
A bad spot to be in for Sami Zayn.
I think we can consider this the beginning of the end, gentlemen.
Get this back into the ring now. Just like that, Sami gets stopped.
Drop kick with precision.
Familiar territory for Mysterio. From the top, double stomp. Transitions into the pin. Is this it? Kicks out. He still has life.
So close. That could have been it. Mysterio, get ready to dial it up. No 619.
Great counter.
suplex. And here we go. The Boston Crab, no more.
And it looks like, yeah, he's donning the crimson mask after that move.
Indy counters. No love lost between these superstars right now, really trying to prove who the better man truly is.
Oh, instantly cut off at the pass.
Forced the move by throwing an elbow into the midsection.
Great ring awareness saved him.
Misses the target. Climbing to the top. What's he have in store? Blast off.
Mysterio! What a frog splash! Ray got it! Ray got it! I cannot believe that Sami Zayn wants to prolong this fight any further.
And Mysterio clearly frustrated over that kick out, asking himself, what do I have to do next?
And he's letting his prey stumble right into his trap.
Getting tossed by the Hurricane Rana.
Lands the elbow.
I am feeling a titanic shift roaring through this crowd right now.
Well, you're not the only one, Saxton. It's all coming to a head now.
Cut off with a kick to the gut.
Counters on top of counters, and these opponents are at an impasse.
Getting him right into the corner.
Face full of turnbuckle. And Ray had it scouted.
Great athleticism. We're seeing one response after another. Neither superstar gaining a foothold.
Torturous focus on the leg in a corner. Counters.
Zayn dodges just in time.
There's new life in Sami after that attack.
I think Sami knows he can't allow this fight to go much longer. He has to draw this to a close.
Just got clobbered. Unexpected result there.
Kick.
Half and half suplex. Lights out.
And a disorienting blow to the head there.
Has their opponent down, and the camel clutch is cinched in.
It's low.
How do you counter the camel clutch?
He's prying their hands apart. Picture perfect drop kick.
Return fire on Ray. Placed against the turnbuckles. Oh, kick by Sami Zayn.
Does that finish Ray off?
Here's the pin. Oh, and he just kicked out.
Moments like this just go to show you never can count Rey Mysterio out.
And Zayn is losing his mind right now. This place has come unglued.
Rightfully so.
Ooh, and he stops that offense.
He's getting back up, straight into harm's way. Suicide.
Oh, crash and burn.
A gnarly landing. That's why you can't get caught up in the heat of the moment.
An all-around bad decision.
Mysterio counters quickly.
Delivered into the barricade.
And Sami is all business now.
Really needs to take this back to the ring ASAP. The referee's not playing around.
And a stop to too. Good defense there.
Headed out of the ring, but the count is looming.
Caught with a punch.
Oh, incredible athleticism.
He dodges out of danger.
And Rey Mysterio connected nicely right there.
Great athleticism. Sammy predicted that.
Drop kick. Here we go. Rey Mysterio. For the 619.
Exactly the kind of high-level, high-impact offense you expect from Rey.
Going for it again. Splash.
Now Rey needs to end this.
2.
They got it. New champ. What a moment.
Here is your winner, and the new WCW United States Champion, Rey Mysterio.
He goes home with the gold tonight.
This is the kind of moment you dream about as a competitor. Bravo to him.
We're about to find the truth in suffering.
I'm going to be honest with you, Saxton. I really have no idea what is going on in Spears' mind.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Niagara Falls, Canada, weighing in at 223 pounds, Shawn Spears.
A gifted competitor with a wealth of in-ring knowledge, Shawn Spears is a threat.
With or without a chair in his hands.
Spears will do what it takes to accomplish his goals here.
And break his opponents in the process. Here comes All Ego.
And his opponent from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 214 pounds, All Ego, Ethan Page.
Love him or hate him, Ethan Page is impressive.
And divisive as he is calculated and highly skilled, Ethan Page knows how to succeed between the ropes.
Whatever it takes for All Ego to get what he wants. Page feeling himself tonight, looking full of confidence.
Isn't he always? I don't think Page knows how to doubt himself.
He doesn't need anyone else's approval either.
Ethan Page in the ring, seemingly already prepared to celebrate a victory here.
That's just how cocky All Ego is, Michael. He always believes he's 2 steps ahead. Always believes he's won before the bell is even rung. He's a terrific in-ring talent, but his personality, well, even Page would tell us he doesn't care what we or anybody else thinks of him.
Yeah, Byron, all Page cares about is himself.
And it doesn't get any more solid in the ring than Shawn Spears. I hope young superstars are taking notes here, because Shawn Spears is exactly the kind of talent you want to emulate.
Yeah, if you're looking to be a manipulative, scheming opportunist, if not, the last thing you want to do is listen to Shawn Spears. Just watch your back once you let him know you don't want his advice.
And he doesn't stay down for long.
Still seems a little early.
And into the corner he goes.
Look at this, going right after the left arm. Gotta hurt.
Making the arm numb makes your opponent very vulnerable.
Pinpointing the leg.
Ooh, clearly had a strategy going on there with the attention on the leg.
Shawn able to reverse.
Hoisted up.
All the way out. Suplex. Hope it ended here.
And there's the kick out. Probably knew that wasn't going to be enough at this stage, but every time you cover your opponent, you make them kick out. Every kick out exerts energy.
Booming bounce.
Gets out of dodge.
Kick gets caught. Got him caught. Uh-oh. Dragon screw.
Check this out. Oh.
Simple but effective. And it looked like Page didn't quite expect that.
Shawn's decision-making certainly looked effective there.
Corey, any tips for Ethan Page in this one?
All Ego definitely doesn't need my advice, Cole, but if he wanted it, I'd tell him to really tap into that sadistic side of his. It's one thing to kill him with a smile, but it's another to do so with absolutely no remorse.
And there's a neck breaker. He almost got caught by that one.
Working the midsection there.
Turns it around.
Both superstars countering one move after another.
Spears avoids the offense.
What a display here. Counters on both sides.
Capitalizing on Page's mistake. Oh, what a boot. Oh, he cuts it off. Spears is going up top. And Spears may have felt that come
up high. Crossbody.
Hit that with everything and following it with the pin.
He's able to kick out before two.
He's nowhere near ready to stop fighting yet.
And slides back into the ring. Set up for the side Russian leg sweep.
Into the cover, looking for the win.
And shoulders up before a count of one.
Maybe that was just to keep his opponent off balance.
Twist of fate.
This could do it.
Two. And he powers out.
He thought he had it.
Ethan Page looking to flex a little power in this matchup, hoisting up his opponent.
Four of the Ego's edge.
Ethan could take this one.
here is your winner, All Ego, Ethan Page.
An unexpected loss for Shawn Spears here tonight.
This loss won't sit well with Shawn Spears, as it shouldn't.
Yeah, you can practically see the gears turning in Spears' head right now. He's already coming up with a new game plan.
It's fight night! Behold the power of the Celtic Warrior.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Dublin, Ireland, weighing in at 267 pounds, the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus!
Yeah, the cool thing about Sheamus is the bigger the fight, the better it is for the Celtic Warrior.
Well, lucky for Sheamus, there is no bigger fight than WrestleMania.
Indeed, remember that time that Sheamus captured the WWE Championship in just 18 seconds at WrestleMania.
The self-proclaimed future WWE, Austin Theory.
With that kind of talent, you don't need to be liked.
And his opponent, representing A-Town down under from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 220 pounds, Austin Theory.
Who can
forget his stunning WrestleMania title defense against John Cena.
Secured a win over an all-time great and retained his title.
Because Theory was so ready for the bright lights and sold-out crowd and kicking off the biggest WrestleMania ever.
Looking to continue his winning ways that the show shows.
Well, the key to victory for him is to find a way to match the brutal physicality of Sheamus.
Easier said than done, Saxton. No one matches brutality with the Celtic Warrior.
Austin Theory wants nothing to do with anyone but himself. There's not a spotlight large enough to satisfy this man's ego.
Every time Austin Theory competes, it's a moment in time. This guy's got it all. Seeing Theory is believing in Theory.
I couldn't agree more, Corey. Theory's obnoxious with a specialty in unrelenting narcissism. He's really well-rounded.
And then we've got the fiery brawler himself, Sheamus. Nothing fancy about his in-ring style. Sheamus is all about unleashing his ferocity on anyone who steps in the ring with him.
He's not worried about his attacks looking pretty. He's concerned with making sure they hit with as much force as possible. With Sheamus in the ring, we're in for a good old-fashioned Donnybrook.
Sheamus, of course, is quite the accomplished competitor. I can only imagine it's got to be overwhelming to step into the ring with him.
Obviously, Cole, but we all know that Sheamus can be hot-headed, which is why a smart opponent needs to let cooler heads prevail. That's how you find the openings to take advantage against the Celtic Warrior.
Oh, a nasty stop to finish it off. Oh, kick right to the spine. There's a slingshot with a drop kick.
He's got the shoulders down.
This one's far from over. Clearly a bit too soon for a cover.
Swinging the elbow to halt the offense.
And the DDT.
Quick thinking from Theory.
Boom, running STO plants him.
Nicely done.
Cuts the attack off. He's able to reverse it.
Continuing to attack the neck across the top rope.
Placing him in the corner. Clothesline in the corner. Pin, shoulders are down.
But is it enough?
Kick out before the refs count.
Still has enough energy for the simple kick out.
Lands an elbow.
That holds back Theory's attack.
Hoisted up. Gut buster. Good way to fracture a rib. Hooking their opponent across the top rope. And get ready for this barrage of strikes. The beats of the Bodhrán.
Just brutal.
And any one of those shots could take you out for good.
That puts an end to that, thank goodness.
Oh, missed connection.
Hooked up.
DDT.
And now he's back into the ring.
Sheamus showing why he's one of the hardest hitters in all of WWE. My goodness.
No other way to say it, guys. That looked like it hurt a lot.
The Celtic Warrior.
What noise? And you can tell Sheamus is savoring every moment of this.
Dominance personified.
Frustration continues.
This is getting out of control. This is absolutely ridiculous.
I'm surprised it took this long.
Cover.
He kicks out at 2.
This is no time to hesitate. You can feel the end coming.
Super kick by Theory.
Full attacks here. Will that clinch it for Theory?
2. It's over. It is over.
Here's your winner, Austin Theory.
And the outside help definitely had to play a factor here, guys. I don't know how anyone can call this a clear-cut win with that in mind.
The odds.
Right now, man. I'm in my like mind state right. I'm in my mind right now. I'm sorry. Very much I get like this every once in a blue moon, where I'm basically just thinking about my cousin. Pretty much. That's all. Usually. Oh, man. One thing I used to do all the time, pretty much, if I get super bored, I usually call my cousin up and basically ask what he's doing, ask him to jump on the game and play him in the game for real. And since he is, basically, he can't get calls like that, so it's like, ugh. Maybe people I usually call or basically have somebody to talk to. I don't have that anymore. I don't have that now. I'm sad right now. I don't have that now. It's kind of like it sucks. It really do suck. It's like really do suck off the top. If I had somebody to talk to about wrestling, talk about anything in the goddamn world, pretty much right now. I ain't got that right now. I ain't got that right now. And it's kind of like make me mad pretty much because I know if my cousin was out, my cousin was not locked up pretty much. Probably would have had, probably would have got WWE. Probably would have got Resident Evil late. Probably would have got Resident Evil. Get off this game, man. Yeah, hope y'all enjoyed the content. Sorry that I'm not in the like right state of mind to basically playing the game right now. I'll see y'all later.